let's bring in retired Las Vegas MPD Lieutenant Randy Sutton. He joins us from on the ground there in Tucson. Randy, what's your reaction to that latest video post from Savannah Guthrie over the weekend? What do you make of it?
Well, it's excruciating to watch the pain on her face, and to if you have any heart at all, you would feel for this woman and her family. Unfortunately, the kidnappers or whoever took Miss Guthrie has no heart. They're monsters, and unfortunately I have strong doubts whether this was a kidnapping for ransom to begin with. Should we talk about the glove for just a moment? I caution against getting too excited about this lead. It absolutely is essential that it's followed up on. It's an exciting possibility, but still, this was found 2 miles away. It's a glove that could be bought in any Home Depot or Lowe's. So I caution against getting too excited. I'm more excited about the DNA found in the residence itself, and I know that they are analyzing that. Now, even if it's not in CODIS, if it's not in the index system by the FBI, there are still avenues to approach here. There's familial DNA that is possible if we get cooperation from some of the sites, the private sites out there that have Ancestry.com, things like that, that have DNA from millions and millions of people. If they get cooperation from them, they can still try and track that down through familial DNA.
Well, to your point, Randy, this local PHX report over the weekend said that investigators, they're claiming, believe now that this is likely a burglary gone wrong. The sheriff's office sort of shot it down, but sort of didn't. They said this is just one of many possibilities. What do you make of that line of inquiry?
I do not believe, and I'll tell you why. Nighttime burglaries just don't happen here. I've looked at the crime statistics. The last time they had a nighttime hot prowl, which is someone that's in the home, it's not even in recent memory. So these homes are known to be alarmed. They're very upper income areas, and it's just, I don't believe it. And you don't dress like what this creature was dressed like to do a burglary. Just doesn't make sense to me.
Interesting. All right. Here's another question for you. If investigators are, as they say, at this point, relying more than ever before on public tip-offs, right? Wouldn't it be in investigators' interest, in the sheriff's office's interest, to have some more regular press conferences? I mean, I understand that it's awkward if you don't have new information to share, but like, who cares if it could be helpful?
I am 100% in agreement with you. I've been very critical of the communications by the sheriff here. He gave a couple press conferences at the very beginning for which he was highly criticized based on his rather dismal performance at those, and I think that he's just not comfortable doing them. He has, of course, met with different news outlets, but privately. And to me, it's not a really good use of your time. You can address everyone at one time, give the information, and if you're not comfortable doing it, have your PIO do it. Have someone who is professional and trained to do these press conferences. But communication is key here, and it undermines the confidence that the people of this community have.
Yeah, occasionally reporters ask good questions. You never know when it's going to happen. Randy, we got to leave it there. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Good to see you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.